Warning, this podcast may be considered offensive to some.
But at the end of the day, they're all jokes, so it's okay.
Hello, and welcome back to Only Friends on Friday. My name is Hunter.
And my name is Jacob.
And this is your casual cool boy podcast featuring villains, heroes, and zeros.
And zeros. Okay. Mm-hmm. All right.
You know, like stack up the dollars, make them hollas.
Okay. I thought you meant like a super loser, but...
Oh, maybe we're talking about a super loser guy who's had a real hard life, but he's trying to make it out the mud.
I don't know, dude.
What's this podcast about, Jacob? It's been a while since
Holy
we've been
hell,
back on
yeah.
the air. Yes.
I should have prepared for this. I did not.
Spooky, scary jokes about spooky, scary things. Maybe.
Yep.
And this is where the intro music comes in right now.
All right, cool.
Jacob, this is our first time back on a podcast. How's it feel? Pretty weird, I assume.
It does feel pretty weird. Yeah, I feel pretty rusty. The good old brain isn't working. I don't know if that was the... Never mind. So, we're back at
drugs.
it. We're back at it. We're fresh. We're new. We're clean. We're cool. We're the best in the business. Back at it. Here we are.
Yeah, some say that we're the best podcast on God's green earth.
Yep. Yeah, and we're actually doing this via Zoom. We are not face-to-face. Couldn't tell if you guys could tell, but we are not face-to-face.
It's definitely a lot easier for us to resist the urge to start a boxing match in the middle of the podcast.
Yeah, exactly.
We can't do that now.
Exactly. There would have to be some effort put into a boxing match at this point. Some distance to cover in order to...
hard punches to get the wind radius to go across town.
That too, yeah. If you didn't want to travel, you just have to try really hard. What is this one about? You know, what are we...
Okay, so
what are we
Jacob,
coming back with? It has to be something crazy.
It is crazy. We're coming in hot with this new monster, okay?
Okay.
And the thing that's crazy about this is someone sent this in a DM on Instagram, and I've been wanting to do this ever since, last time when we took a little break, guys. I know if you haven't heard our apology / reintroduction episode, that was the episode before this. But we're coming in hot. We're coming in cool, and we're just coming. You know what I'm saying?
I knew something was coming there. I knew something crazy was going to be said.
But this one was recommended by a follower on Instagram, Dusty.Boots on Instagram. Pretty cool.
Dusty Boots. All right.
Dusty Boots. And Jacob, I've been waiting for this one. This one's like I've been so excited for. This is called the Kappa Monster.
The cock of monsters? What?
No. No. The Kappa. The monster cock. No.
Oh, wow.
It's the Kappa Monster, Kappa monster.
We've been at this less than 5 minutes, and the word cock has already entered the air.
Yes.
The airwaves have been penetrated by the cock language, if you will.
The language of the peace.
Oh, wow.
Have you ever heard of this Kappa monster?
Dude, no. I have not.
Can you guess the origin of this monster? Jacob,
Japan.
Did you Google it?
No, I did not Google it.
No, you didn't?
The Japanese have a weird thing with turtles. They like them a lot. Bowser's a turtle monster.
Yes. They say that. They say that early version Bowser is a Kappa monster.
I could have told you that. I could have told you. No.
Did you? You're going to learn that this thing's freaking crazy, okay? That this thing's a psycho, okay?
It does look like Bowser a little. Little bald guy.
It's a crazy fella for sure.
Come on. Give me a break. Come on.
I couldn't help it. I had to do it to him.
There he is. Oh,
that's
come
what
on.
That's what he looks like. In the waters of Japan, there lurks a creature that is as mysterious as it is terrifying. The Kappa. This strange creature is thought to hold Yep, we're back at it.
I'm back at it.
Is thought to hold magical powers that can be used for both good and evil. Unfortunately, the Kappa prefers to use its gifts to play tricks on humans or lash out violently towards them. Though many refuse to believe in the existence of the Kappa, there are still many sightings today, especially in the countryside of Japan. In fact, locals still hang warning signs near bodies of water thought to be frequented by Kappa. So Jacob, all we know right now based on that excerpt was what's an excerpt? Honestly, I keep saying that like I know.
It's like a section of a text.
Section of word. It could be good used for good and evil, the powers, but they tend to be mischievous.
Okay. Mischievous,
yeah. The Kappa is a mythological? Is that a word? Mythological. The Kappa
I was letting you figure it out.
Thank you.
Oh, yeah.
The Kappa is a monster said to inhabit mythological monster said to inhabit ponds and rivers in Japan. This strange creature is said to have an appearance of both humanoid and reptile and are extremely cunning. Ooh, sexy turtle man. What up, Kappas? Kappas have over 80 different names. Oh no. Though the most common are Kawapa, Gawapa, and Kawaso.
Gawapa, that sounds like money.
Guapa. They love it.
Holy shit, after all those. It's like you pronounced approximately this many words wrong. Calculator on deck, don't ask. It's just there.
Kappa considered to be a type of Suijin, also known as a water deity, that inhabits the fresh... Suijin, yeah. I don't know if that's right. You know what a water deity is? You know what a deity is?
Some sort of, like, it's like a god figure, kind of.
I could see that, yeah. Like a higher powered being, yeah.
Yeah, like not of this world, not mortal.
It's a water deity that inhabits the freshwater areas of Japan. According to legend, the Kappa is fond of causing mischief and even harm towards humans. A Kappa's pranks can manifest in the form of harmless jokes, like making noises similar to flatulence, or looking up a woman's kimono.
What the fuck is a kimono?
It's a
the kimono
dress.
Dragon?
No. Not a Komodo. Not a Komodo dragon.
Oh, that's right.
A kimono is like the one piece dress mechanism. Yeah, so like it can be harmless jokes, like making like a and being there like, that man farted or that woman tooted, right? Or they can be real pervy scurvy and look up a woman's kimono.
Nice things.
Not really nice.
Not nice necessarily, but you know.
However, some Kappa are more violent and have been known to try to drown livestock, kidnap and eat children, and force themselves upon women.
Oh, no.
Do you see why I wanted to talk about this creature, man?
All right. All I can think of, have you seen the YouTube video of the turtle absolutely tearing it up? Just making that noise. That's all I can think of right now. Like,
just... Oh no!
The bald head. That's all I can see is that thing just making that noise.
But like they force themselves upon women. So like maybe they just
it's a fucking turtle.
To a woman.
Fight it off.
It's a humanoid turtle. It's a little bigger, I think.
It's a little bigger than.
It walks up to a woman and just lets out an ungodly.
You practiced that before. You practiced that.
I have not. That was my first time ever making the turtle shoe humping sound.
You did that too well. Too well for that to be your first time.
It was.
This man went to a one-man rehearsal. Purely just a YouTube video.
We're gonna be
and then you, back to back. You're like, the pitch is right. The pitch is there.
We're going to be recording a podcast soon. Let me practice my turtle moan.
Why does it sound like that? That's not what you would think a turtle sounds like.
I know. It's like, why can't it just be like... like I feel like a frog would just be like... That was pretty good, too. Anyways, although Kappa are generally considered a force to be feared, There are some instances in which the Kappa are considered to be generous, though this most often happens when a Kappa is indebted to a human being. Some of the most common records of friendly Kappa are early Japanese legends that attribute the knowledge of the bone setting and medical salves as being taught to man by friendly Kappa. So basically, they're indebted because they taught them medical skills, maybe, is what I'm getting from that.
What the actual hell?
So
Sounds like
sometimes
to
they're
me,
nice.
these boys are out here like, I will generously give you my turtle penis for your gestures based on the, nature of these creatures as of right now.
Yes. I will let you hear my sexual cry.
Now, are all these creatures we talk about, wow.
Anyways, go
Full
ahead.
detail. Are all these creatures that we talk about just that sexual, or do we make them that way?
So this one is mighty sexual. Like, the
Okay.
reason I wanted to talk about this monster, it is known for crazy things that we have not even gotten into yet. We haven't even gotten into the worst of it, Jacob.
Oh, wow. Physical descriptions.
Yes.
Descriptions of Kappa vary from region to region, but most of the details are similar. Kappa are said to be about the size of a small child, never more than 5 feet tall, and have relatively small frames. In fact, the word Kappa actually translates roughly to water child.
Why is that funny?
Gotta love the Japanese and their words. You gotta love it.
Hey, let's have this mystical creature who hides in the water and looks like a turtle, but their name means water child.
Yeah, let's ignore the fact that this thing's a turtle with a bald head. Let's call him water child. They said, yeah.
Yeah.
Their hands and feet are webbed, and they are said to have amazing swimming capabilities. I hope so.
Yeah, I hope so.
Kappa also have scaly skin, similar to that of a reptile. Their skin color varies, but is said to come in hues of yellow, green, and blue. A blue Kappa would be pretty cool looking.
That would be pretty neat.
Kappas are said to have a humanoid figure and the shell of a tortoise on its back. Additionally, most Kappa have long, shaggy hair that is usually shaped in a bowl cut.
A bowl cut. It's a turtle man with a bowl cut.
If you get forced upon,
Thank
you
you.
get forced upon by a turtle man with
With
a
a
bowl
bowl
cut,
cut.
you need to leave town.
There's two scenarios. It's either that he's so cunning and that you're being forced upon by a turtle man with bowl cut. There's no force necessary. That's allowable. Or it's so freaky looking, like some of these pictures, because it said he's cunning. I don't know how. Okay, because there's no pictures I've seen where this man walks up to anyone and is allowed. Just allowed to be there.
The only photos I've seen are him tearing limbs off people, so I'm not sure what's going on here.
Not sure what's
Again,
cunning
if you
about
get
that.
your arm torn off by a turtle man with a bowl cut, you might as well finish the job he started. That's all I gotta say.
Yes.
I'm not gonna get into detail, but do it. Just do it. Nike that shit.
Take a long walk up a short bridge.
Yes. No. That's wrong. You still got it wrong. You'll overshoot your destination. You'll overshoot
it's
it.
okay. It's all right.
Go skydiving. I don't know. There's other ones that I can't remember.
Go skydiving off a boat. I don't know.
Coconut heads coming for your cheeks. That's all I gotta say. Additionally, most Kappa have long, shaggy hair that is usually shaped in a bowl cut. Yeah, we know. They also have a beak for a mouth, though this doesn't seem to interfere with their abilities to speak in human languages. This is giving me Ninja Turtle vibes very heavily at this point.
Yeah.
Last but not least, all Kappa have a small bowl-like dent on the top of their heads that holds a small pool of water.
Come on, we got this.
Again,
Why? I don't know.
a small pool of water called the Sara. This
Can
water...
we just call it the Sarah? Like, what the f-
S-A-R-A.
This is my water bowl, Sarah.
Japan. This is Japan. You gotta say
Sarah.
things. The water is thought to be the source of the Kappa's magical powers. A Kappa must keep their Sara full whenever they venture onto land or forfeit all their strength and magical powers. So you're telling me all I need is a nice straw? A slurping straw, a shop vacuum cleaner.
Maybe just a bounty. Maybe a bounty paper towel. just soak
Extra
it up.
strength. A sham
Extra
wow,
strength.
remember those? Come on now. This is wow, the absorbing capability of those things. Where'd they go? Sham wow. Come on.
I don't
come on
know.
back.
But that's the thing. If I was ever faced up against a kappa, like what would I do? What option would I choose? Would I just try to kick the water off of his head, or maybe just drink it? What if I drank it? Would I have powers?
That's
Maybe.
what I'm saying. A
Or
nice
would I
straw.
turn into a kappa? Maybe.
I don't know. Without this water, a Kappa could possibly die. However, it is thought that if you refill the Sarah atop a Kappa's head, they will be eternally, that's not how you spell that. Oh yeah, it is. Eternally grateful and will help you with whatever you require for the rest of your lifetime. So I need a cup of water on me at all times in Japan, is what I'm hearing.
Yes, so that you can ShamWow the water up and then put one back to save its life.
And then it's going to be forced to, help you with
Do your
whatever you
turtle
require.
duties. Yeah.
Wash my car, sir.
Wash my car with your head.
With your head water. Give it magical powers. It wants to fly.
That's so crazy that a divot on his head holds water, and that's where his power is.
That is kind of absurd. Especially when you walk with a cup of water, how, terrible
difficult that
it
is?
feels, and
Yeah.
how you have to just keep your feet low to the ground. You don't want any sudden jerks or movements.
You just
Is that how these boys walk
really
all
low.
the time? Yeah.
Well, look at these pictures. It kind of looks like it, huh?
Do they have to
Pictures right
walk?
below.
I'm trying to explain how you walk. You walk with flat feet, essentially.
Mm-hmm.
Nice flat feet. Is that how these boys walk to ensure that their Sarah doesn't fall out?
Potentially, I guess, because they could walk really carefully at all times, or maybe they're just trained well, like those people who walk with the water buckets on their head and also carry laundry.
Okay, the laundry people is what those are called.
Yeah, the laundry natives.
They make washing machines for business.
Yeah.
You got a washing machine? Check the label. Made by the laundry people. I was gonna say, you know how rappers say knock the meat out their taco? So that would be the equivalent of knocking a Kappa's meat out his taco, the water on the floor.
Knock the Sarah out his divot.
Exactly. His bullhead. Exactly. This man is double bowled up. He's got the bowl cut with the actual bowl in his head.
He's got like a monk haircut, and then the divot's in the middle.
I respect a man with a theme. This man's got a clear theme. He's definitely into China, even though he's Japanese. He's definitely into nice China.
He loves China's culture, even though he lives in Japan. Yeah.
I'm sure he's got some nice plates back in the den. I don't know where they live, but not in a house. There are also reports of a type of hairy kappa that are known as Hyosub, which are thought to be hungry or ogre-like monsters. Personality. Kappas are considered to be malevolent creatures that have a tendency to direct their anger towards humans and livestock.
Yeah.
I'd be angry too if I had a bowl cut like that.
Hey, I had a bowl cut as a kid.
Hey, so did I. It's fine. That's why I'm knocking it to death right here.
Yes. Okay.
Towards humans and livestock, some kappa are pranksters that like to make offensive jokes that makes people uncomfortable, like making sounds similar to flatulence.
Flatulence. That's a fart. I said that
What the
previously.
fuck? Why the crazy word? Or looking up a woman's kimono, like you said.
Yes.
The dragon. Other kappa are more violent and purposeful. This sounds a lot like what you read, but
It is.
I
They
guess-
just repeated a lot of it, but
Okay.
they do add drink the blood of victims. That wasn't previously in there. And sexually assault women is what it says instead of assault women. So
Okay, so they purposely try to drown livestock and small children, drink the blood of victims, and sexually assault women. According to lore, kappa are obsessed with an object called Shirikadoma. What is this? Fucking anime? It's leaning that way.
Keep reading.
A
I know what
mysterious-
this is. I did some research, but just read that part again.
Kappa are obsessed with an object called Kadoma, a mysterious jewel thought to contain a person's life force that is located in the shiri. The anus is what that is referring to. The shiri. Wow.
Do you realize what they're saying? Do you realize what they're saying? They're trying to take this mysterious jewel that is in your ass.
So it's a human's ass or
it's
a Kappa's
human's ass. Nope, it's not a Kappa's ass. It's a human ass jewel. We
gotta take a second. I can't.
They're coming for your cheeks.
Wow. Deep breath. All right. It is thought that the majority of attacks by Kappa are made to obtain the Shirakadoma. So an ass Kadoma.
An ass, yeah.
An ass because the Shiri is the anus. So an ass.
I do think it's probably Kadama, but we're gonna call it Kadoma.
I'm gonna just call it the ass diamond. Diamond of the ass.
The ass jewel, yeah. Ass diamond, yeah.
However, Kappa do not always kill for the purpose of touching or obtaining an ass jewel. Just to touch it, huh?
Yeah, sometimes they just kill because they want to rub your ass.
Oh, this is getting terrible.
Dude, I told you. Yeah, it's bad.
Many myths tell of Kappa lurking in toilets, which were usually situated over the river and waiting for an opportunity to sexually assault a woman. It was not uncommon for these women to later give birth to Kappa children. How the fuck? Upon birth, these children were cut into pieces and buried in jars.
What the fuck? I didn't read this part. Oh my god.
And buried in jars because of their hideous appearance.
Holy shit. This poor woman was just trying to take a shit in the river and some mysterious turtle angles happen and a couple months later, she's given birth to hideous things that she's too ashamed of, so she jars them. She does some good old canning.
Preservation.
And buries them.
Oh, yes. However, despite their evil ways, you can't however there. You can't, however is not no a word.
Please start a new paragraph.
Yeah, however, no. You can't just tell me this thing wants to touch an ass jewel and impregnates women that are sitting on the toilet and then go, however, no, they're not. Nothing you say here can change my mind. However, despite their evil ways, Kappa are obsessed with, I thought I said politics, politeness and human tradition. This is considered...
Shit, nothing is polite about what just occurred.
This is considered to be its biggest weakness. Many who tell of a Kappa encounter in which they escaped claim that they were able to do so because they made the Kappa spill the water in its Sarah when they bowed. Oh, you fucking idiot. You're just gonna... What are you doing? Come on.
Yeah. So yeah, like apparently if you bow at one of these Kappa, they're like, oh, I'm polite, I'll bow at you too. And then they're just so fucking dumb, they spill their Sarah.
And they're like, you fucking bitch, I got it, return to the river.
Yeah.
Next time, that jewel will be mine. Kappa are also considered to be extremely trustworthy and honest. Okay. Toilet man. All right. There's nothing trustworthy or honest about that.
No.
If you fill the water in the Sarah of a Kappa, it will help you with whatever you require to make a promise for whatever you ask.
Jacob, let's take a minute. What is your thoughts on that?
Clustered at this point. My thoughts are clustered. You're telling me this creature that happens to be a brilliant doctor, House himself, essentially. Brilliant. He practices medicine. He's just teaching humans the ways in which to, help. Lives a life of crime and sexual assault tendencies. He lurks in a toilet.
He lurks in toilets, yeah.
A toilet. AKA, when I picture a Japanese toilet over a river, I picture just a nice wooden...
wooden box, yeah.
Nice wooden box with just a nice little hole.
Uh-huh.
You sit upon the hole.
Yes.
And that boy must be gripping. Must be grabbing. Must be Spider-Man-ing on that thing. I don't know what's going on, but he's able to get the job done, if you know what I mean.
He's doing some kind of crazy handstand in the water.
All right, the question we're all asking, what are these guys packing here? 5 foot. Let's go. Some math. Get the calculator.
Okay, I don't want to make this weird. 5 foot tall. Not a tall man. What's the penis to height ratio?
Approximately, we're talking about a 2 foot cock on a nice Wendigo. 14 foot tall, right? So,
yeah.
You take about a third of that. 32 feet is what? Half of it would be a foot. This is about an 8-incher. This guy's got it. He's got it going. Got it going for himself.
Holy shit. This penis math may only apply to monsters, because holy shit.
Because if it applied to human beings, we would have some awkward walking going on in the streets.
We'd have some terrible jogging situations.
I can't get over, the toilet situation. And then I remember this guy is magical. If you're magical, wouldn't you be magical enough to grow yourself?
Maybe that's
like
what
a
the water's
temporary
for.
full Sarah. This man's
Sarah.
reaching blocks. This man can reach blocks away, as far as I'm concerned. Especially if you're in the river, unlimited Sarah power. Mm-hmm. The river's your Sarah. This man could be on the bottom and you just see that thing snaking through the water. POV.
He's just lurking behind a tree, and then all of a sudden you just see his Jimmy John
just slithering on the grass.
The powers of a Kappa are thought to be magical and are greatly respected by all those who believe in the deity. All Kappas are known to possess incredible strength and impressive swimming capabilities. Oh, we know. They are also known for their love of fighting, especially sumo wrestling. Come on! What the fuck? We can't do any more crazy things with this guy.
He's also a great painter.
It is said that Kappa's greatest joy in life is to engage in a combat with victims. However, many are able to escape its invitation to fight by making a deep bow to the Kappa. According to legend, Kappas are obsessed with politeness and return the bow, spilling their fucking Sarah. Wow. Okay. Kappas are also known to be extremely intelligent. They are credited with bringing many medical practices. Okay, we get that. Oh my god, how many times are we going to read about the fucking bow settling? Holy shit.
It's like we ran out of things to talk about. We're just gonna...
How to defeat a Kappa? There are thought to be several ways to defeat or fend off a Kappa. The most common method was to use its own obsession with politeness and spill the Sarah. Okay. You should bow deeply. The Kappa will feel obligated to return a bow and spill the water in its Sarah, in the process rendering it powerless. Be careful, however, some Kappa have caught onto this practice and use a metal plate to protect their Sarah. Oh my god, so they're wearing hats. They're wearing bowl hats. Metal bowl hats now.
Come on.
When it comes to Kappa who use plate to protect their Sarah, there are other ways to ensure that they do not harm you. If it is said that Kappa arms can be easily detached from their bodies. You can just rip this guy's arms off or what? If you can sneak up on a Kappa or are fast enough to grab their arms during combat and pull it off, a Kappa will promise you anything in order to have it returned.
Give me my arm back.
Can I have my arms back? I promise. I will not touch your butt, Jewel. Many Japanese legends speak of heroes who overcame Kappa with this strategy and were able to obtain safety for the entire village and for exchange their arms, if they return their arms. Other ways of dealing with Kappa can be found in their love of certain foods, especially cucumbers.
Come on. I did see a painting. That's what that was. I said, this man's eating something long and green. It must have been a cucumber.
This man loves cucumbers. Some good old cukes. It is thought that cucumbers are one of the few things Kappa love more than the internal organs of young children. Come on, dude. Many people believe that writing the names and ages of everyone in their family on pieces of sliced cucumber and throwing them into the water before bathing would ensure that no one in their family would be harmed. How the fuck do you write on a cucumber slice?
I don't know.
Like how?
A nice Sharpie, just Jacob.
There's also a debate on whether eating cucumber would ensure safe passage in the water. So maybe like that you smell like you radiate cucumber smell.
Cucumber smell.
I was gonna say cucumber sniff. Those in certain regions believe that this will serve as protection, while others consider it to make Kappa attack inevitably. So they think you're a fucking ginormous cucumber. And then they attacked you, maybe. There are also several accounts of people being able to ward off Kappa by carrying iron, sesame, or ginger on their person.
Unbelievable.
I do think instead of the bow method, I would try to bow, and if it caught on to me, I would grab his arms. I would.
Oh, of
course. But the thing is, like, it's a turtle monster, man. You're telling me I can just rip his arms off and he's that reptilian to where if I give them back, he can just use them again? That's crazy.
That is pretty crazy. The fact that he's 5 foot tall, it'd be pretty easy to rip some arms
Yeah,
off.
I feel like he wouldn't be very scary if he's only 5 foot tall though, and we're both 6 foot.
I would just rip his arms off and smack him, unlodging the metal bowl, spilling out his serum, and he would just have to be my bitch for the rest of his life. And I would never give him his arm back. I'd be like, nope, I filled your
Only
serum.
one arm, maybe.
Maybe one.
So
just so he can do tasks for me.
Mm-hmm.
You know as well as I do, a good story is a good time.
Yes,
first and foremost.
That's the foremost.
And this one comes from our boy, JacobBoy69, over there on Reddit. I am a young boy, a young Japanese boy named Cheryl. Now, I like to venture out to the water hole, aka the river, aka the bathroom, every Tuesday afternoon to do the do. But I also like to view what nature has to offer. One day, I just felt very weird. As you know, Kappa lurk rivers throughout Japan. This is what my grandma told me when I was a young child. I just figured she didn't want me to drown. 'Cause you know, grandmas and drowning. They don't want any of that. Anyways, so I'd never seen a Kappa before, never heard any stories other than from my grandma, so I thought it was just bullshit. But this Tuesday afternoon, the sun was shining just a little too much and the wind was blowing, not enough for it to be a normal day, if you know what I mean. As I was walking up to the riverbank, I saw cucumbers scattered throughout the water with Sharpie on them. Now this is a ritual. Not necessarily a ritual, but a process that happened when people don't want Kappas to snag their ass jewel. We'll get to that in a second. I, didn't think anything of it, and I wanted to bathe in the river on this very weird feeling day. So I plunge into the river, and I'm swimming along, bathing, having a great old time, and all of a sudden I feel a tug on my leg. Now, I thought I was being paranoid because at this point, it was pretty overcast, and the water was somewhat clear, but it seemed a little murky. So I thought nothing of it. I continued to swim. Another tug was felt. Me being a young boy, not too young though, I am a prime lunch for a Kappa. So this kind of freaked me out a little bit. I swam to the bank, got out, and started scanning the water quickly with my young boy eyes. And what I saw sends shivers down my spine to this very day. A about 5 foot tall, green monster with a hideous bowl cut and a dent in his head the size of a pot emerged and spoke thus to my little boy self. Hello, Cheryl, I think your name is. Come to the water. Now me being a child and my grandma telling me the tales of the Kappa, I knew exactly what was happening. So I responded with this. How about you just give me a little bow, Mr. Sir, and I'll come right in. He gave me a smirk that I will never forget. It is imprinted in my mind to this day, as he grabbed his metal plate and put it over his dent in his head. What I later learned was called a Sarah. He then bows and looks at me as if I needed to fulfill my promise. Fuck that though. I ran home so fast. The licking grass was touching me everywhere, but I went. I ran. I didn't stop until I got home, and when I got home, I told my grandma she was right all along. My grandma was really surprised when I told her this because she said that she didn't actually believe the stories I was telling her. So she wanted me to go show her this Kappa. I was very, very, hesitant to do so, but if Grandma wanted to see it, I would let Grandma see it. We make our way back, and the Kappa is nowhere in sight. My grandma looks at me, angry that she's gotten out of bed and I interrupted her bed cooking. Don't ask, my grandma cooks in her bed, that's just what she does. I said, Grandma, he was here. Look, the cucumbers are still here. He's somewhere lurking in the water. My grandma just looked at me even angrier and said, the chicken's gonna burn. I'm going back to the house, but first, I need to use the restroom. I said, Grandma, the stories you've told me, that is how they get you. She said, fuck, I forgot. Cheryl. Cheryl, that is bullshit. The stories I told you were lies. let your grandma use the restroom. I looked horrified as she opened the door and closed it. My grandma was in the restroom, the prime hunting zone for these Kappas. I heard some rustling in the grass. The licking grass was parting, and what looked like a snake was slithering on through. The snake was very green, almost the color of the Kappa. I knew exactly what was going on as soon as I saw Grandma, I said. Grandma, get out of there. I don't think she heard me the first time, so I ran and knocked on the door. This snake, aka a Kappa penis, entered the water, going quicker than ever before. Grandma, I was slamming on the door. You need to get out of there. My grandma burst open the door, angrier than ever, and slapped me across my Cheryl face. With tears in my eyes, I said, Grandma, look at what I just saved you from. As she turned and looked behind her, the penis was facing us. It smirked somehow, knowing it's been defeated this time.
Damn it.
And began to retract from the toilet back into the water, through the licking grass, and behind a tree. Behind this tree, the same Kappa I saw before, leaned, smirked with his beaked mouth, ran very weirdly, making sure not to spill his Sarah into the water, and disappeared into its depths. From that day forward, my grandma believed every word I said. And we warned everyone in town the Kappa is real. Don't you dare go near a river without checking if he is hither. Thank you.
Dude, that was so good. Jacob, that was a great story. I think it's time for what we both know as Judgment Time. No, I don't know.
Judgment Day.
Do you think that the Kappa monster is real?
Oh man. Based on all the things I sucked up with this brain of mine throughout this session of talking about this, I do believe that, the Japanese being who they are,
Okay.
the Kappa is not real. I can't.
Oh my god, no way.
I can't see a turtle boy lurk in the depths without any photos at this day and age. We see
There's a lot of
paintings.
drawings, though.
A lot of drawings, yes, and they all look about the same. But this creature's just too ridiculous for me. I'm gonna have to say no, it's not real. What about you, Hunter, good sir? What do you think?
I was gonna say it was real, but you kind of got some good points there. I mean, as far as no pics or it's not real, no vids or it's not real. I don't know though. I had a good feeling about this one. I thought it might have been real because there's so much. Why else would there be so many paragraphs with the same verbiage?
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Very consistent verbiage in these paragraphs. Has to be true.
So I'm gonna say it could be real, because it's a possibility. But I don't know. So I'm gonna say you know what? I'm gonna say it's real, and we're just gonna have to disagree.
Oh
agree,
my,
agree,
we
disagree.
split here. A nice good old of split. Very
So
interesting.
you guys are gonna have to tell us: do you think the Kappa monster is real? On Instagram,
Yeah, guys.
Jacob, what's our Instagram?
You can DM us on Instagram. Our Instagram is of_podcast. That is OFOF_podcast. Shoot us a DM. Tell us what you think about the podcast, what you want to hear about. If just like this episode, if you recommend some monster creature and we end up using it, we'll shout you out. Where else can they find us, Mr. Hunter?
We would really appreciate it if you go subscribe and follow on iTunes and Spotify. Go follow us on Spotify. That's where all our podcasts are. They're also on Apple and also YouTube, Only Friends on Friday. And I'm also going to make us a TikTok account, so maybe we can just post some funny vids on
Some
there.
clips,
I'm going to make that probably like of_podcast.
All right, I think that about does it for this one.
I think so.
My name is Jacob.
And my name is Hunter.
We're the Only Friends on Friday podcast.
Only Friends on Friday, that is us.
And we are City Boys.
City Boys, we have made it.
Hey, you.
You with the mom. How was your mom?
Tell her we miss her.